Okay, so to solve this problem, this is a question we've been asked to solve simultaneously. So if I call this equation 1 and I call this equation 2, so what I'm going to do is to make x the coefficient in equation 2. You can also make y, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to be making x the subject in equation 2. So I can say from equation 2 that my x is equal to, so if I bring y to the right hand side, I'm gonna be having that my x is equal to y, x plus y. Okay, so and if I call this equation 3, I'll just say put equation 3 in equation 1. Okay, so if you make x the subject of formula in equation 1, you have to substitute in equation 2. If you make one of the variables the coefficient in equation 2, you need to substitute in equation 1. Okay, so doing that, I'm gonna be having that my question now become 5 plus y, and if you look at x here, x is squared, so I'm gonna square this right here. Okay, plus y squared is equal to 13. So I'm gonna go ahead to simplify this. This is x, because of course this bracket is squared, I'm gonna split this 5 plus y into, okay, so I'm going to split this bracket. This is 5 plus y, and then 5 plus y again, plus y squared is equal to 13. So if I multiply through, I'm going to be having 25 plus 2 plus 10. 5 times y plus y times 5 will give us 10y. Okay, and then plus y squared is equal to 13. So at this point, I'm going to add all of these things. Y squared plus y squared is actually going to give me y 2y squared, and then plus 10y is equal to 13 minus 25. Okay, so if I simplify that further, I'll have that this is 2y squared plus 10y is equal to 13 minus 25 should be 12. Okay, minus 12. And if I bring this minus 12 to the left hand side, what I'm going to be having is 2y squared plus 10y plus 12 is equal to 0. So at this point, this is a quadratic equation, and you can see I can just divide through by 2 so that I will reduce the coefficient. So if I divide through by 2, this is divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2, and of course divided by 2, I'm going to be having this goes y squared plus, if I divide this, I will have 5y plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, so I can look for a number, two numbers that when I multiply it, it's actually going to give me 6, and then when I sum those two numbers, it will give me 5. Those two numbers are just 2. Okay, so I have 2 and also 3. 2 times 3, these are all positive. 2 times 3 is actually 6, and then 2 plus 3 will give me 5. So what I'm going to be having is actually y plus 2 and then y plus 3. Those two numbers I've just found, and it is equal to 0. Okay, so what I'm going to be having again is that from here, that my y plus 2 is equal to 0, or y plus 3 is equal to 0. So which implies that my y is equal to minus 2, or y is equal to minus 3. So these are the values of x and y, which I'm going to be using it to actually get the value of x. If you come over here, we found that we actually had that our x is equal to 5 plus y. Okay, so if I continue from here, you record that x is equal to 5 plus y. So when y is equal to minus 2, our x is actually going to be 5 minus 2, which is equal to 3. Then when y is equal to minus 3, our x is actually going to be 5 minus 3, which will be 2. So we now have that our solution set is actually 3 when x is actually equal to, when x is 3, our y is equal to minus 2. So we have 3, 2, or When x is equal to 2, our y is equal to -3. So this is gonna be our final answer. Now, of course, if you replace it any of these sets with this in the question, it should actually satisfy the question right there. So you can check it out and then let me have a comment in the comment box, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye.